Hello, 10 people already watching. Hope you are doing well. Just changing the things out. I got to change here on Facebook so I can read comments when you guys put them in tonight. Welcome. We'll start right about 7:05 with the questions. Make sure you've got a piece of paper and something to write with, a pen, a pencil, a piece, something. Write with can be a marker. Just messing with that camera a little there. There we go. We'll be ready to roll right about 7:05. We'll start with questions. Hope everybody's doing well tonight, wherever you are joining from. Hello, Taylor. Hope you and the family are doing well. If Winry's around, hello, Winry. And Austin as well. I shouldn't forget Austin. Hope everybody's doing good. Seems like winter is coming the end of this week here, so we were spoiled the beginning of this week with the weather. That was pretty amazing, but looks like it's all coming to an end pretty quick. All right. 7:02, we'll get going with questions in just a couple of minutes. Again, be sure you got a piece of paper, something to write with. We'll have some fun. I will shamelessly plug the heck out of tomorrow night's Christmas party in hopes that you will all come and play again tomorrow night if you can. It'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of prizes at the end of the night for raffles that you can get into by donating Venmo or PayPal tomorrow. You certainly accepting donations tonight, but I would tell you if you're going to play both nights and you can only donate one night, and I understand that. Wait till tomorrow. There's prizes involved in that. But if you're only playing one night and want to give, or you want to give both, whatever you want to do, info's up there. But I'll plug the heck out of that because I've been working on it for a while now, and I'm kind of excited that it's here tomorrow, and I hope a lot of people come and play. Like I said, I have 15 prizes to raffle off, plus a prize for, we'll do the top 3 teams just like we do here on Thursday nights. Go on the wheel, spin the wheel. So we got a prize for that. We got 15 prizes to raffle off tomorrow night. It'll be a good time. So 7 o'clock tomorrow night. But we also have a prize for tonight for the top 3 teams as usual. I'll show you that after round number 1. And we'll get things rolling here in about a minute. 17 people playing trivia on a Thursday night. Or at least 17 people watching. 16 now. They're gone. Somebody left. But I know that also means there's more than that are actually watching. For instance, Taylor, who I said hello to earlier, I know has at least Winry and Austin hanging out with her as well. Maybe the rest of the family, don't know. All right. Get going here in just a minute. We'll wait till 7:05 just to let anybody who's kind of started to figure out that 7:05 time and wants to slide in here right before we start. I'll wait just till we hit 7:05 and then we'll get rolling with the rules. We'll get rolling with the questions. Lord of the Rings tonight, Avatar, The Last Airbender, bad movie descriptions, and TV shows by supporting characters, which has been a bear of a round this week for people. So good luck. All right, 22 people now. See, I got to wait for that 7:05 rush. It's just like at a venue. Whatever time I say we start at, that's people show up like right on time. So it's all good. All right, well, let's get things going. Hey, Melissa, good to see you. All right, we'll get things going here. Let me run over the rules real quick. Quickly, no Google. That's just the easiest thing. Don't cheat. That's what I'm saying. It's about what you know. I understand you know how to use a search engine. You can probably find all of these answers online, but don't do it. You're going to write down your answers, so you'll need something to write with and a piece of paper. 5 rounds, so you can number your paper 1 through 11 4 times, and then 1 through 10 one time, or just do 1 through 11 5 times. And we'll talk about it in the 5th round. You're going to self-score your round. So at the end of each round, I'll go over all the questions again. We can do any repeats if you need them, and then we will go over the answers. You're going to self-score your rounds and send me your score at the end of the night. It doesn't necessarily have to be a picture. We've kind of gotten away from that a little bit, but we'll self-score them a little bit later. Alex, Good to see you, my friend. Miss doing these on Thursday night with you over at the Market Grill. Obviously, still not set up to go back over there. So, but good to see you, Alex. All right. Round number one tonight, guys, is the Lord of the Rings. I believe this to be true for the movies. Not, well, I mean, might be true for the books too, but definitely for the movies. I'm going to switch the banner to have the shameless plug for tomorrow night's Christmas party on there. And then, oops, get the PowerPoint to the right place. Should have had that set before. Apologies. Here we go. Lord of the Rings coming at you, round number one. Question number one for the Lord of the Rings. Remember, you're writing these down. Don't type them in the comments, please. Write your answers down on a piece of paper. Number one, what country were all three movies filmed in? What country were all three movies filmed in? Talking Lord of the Rings movies. So clearly, I'm not going to ask you how many Lord of the Rings movies there are, since I gave it away here in the first question. Or will I? No, I don't. I don't. What country were all three movies filmed in? Question number two for Lord of the Rings. In which of the movies does the group try to make it across a bridge and one member does not? Looking for the, I guess it'd be subtitle of that movie. In which of the Lord of the Rings movies does the group try to all make it across a bridge and one member does not? Number two for Lord of the Rings. Number three for Lord of the Rings. What character does this riddle describe? I sit on my throne looking sick and old, but with help from Gandalf, again I feel bold. What character does this riddle describe? I sit on my throne looking sick and old, but with help from Gandalf, again I feel bold. What character does that riddle describe? I sit on my throne looking sick and old, but with help from Gandalf, again I feel bold. Question number four for Lord of the Rings. In the Fellowship of the Ring, Merry and Pippin are punished for taking some fireworks. What is their punishment? In the Fellowship of the Ring, Merry and Pippin are punished for taking some fireworks. What is their punishment? In the Fellowship of the Ring, Merry and Pippin are punished for taking some fireworks. What is their punishment? Question number five for the Lord of the Rings. In which movie does Sam use Sting to kill some orcs? In what movie does Sam use Sting to kill some orcs? In what movie did Sam use Sting to kill some orcs? Number 6 for Lord of the Rings, Liv Tyler plays what character in the movies? Liv Tyler plays what character in the movies? Number 6, Liv Tyler plays what character? How about number 7 for Lord of the Rings? To whom does Aragorn, I think it's Aragorn, say? Something like that. I think I misspelled it here. But to whom does that person say, if by my life or death I can protect you, I will? If by my life or death I can protect you, I will. Who does Aragon, whatever, say that about? Does my whatever tell you I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I'm not real sure on some of these pronunciations. I'll be honest with you, I saw the first movie. Alex, it is nice. You can actually play the whole game. Alex says it's nice to play for once. Server extraordinaire from the Market Grill when it was still the Market Grill. Every once in a while, you'd catch one question or two, but you actually get to play a whole game. I was saying about Lord of the Rings, I saw the first movie and I never saw the next two because I was bored to tears. And I'm really sorry if that offends you, but I didn't love it. I've heard I should watch the next two, that they get better, but I don't know. It was 3 hours of people walking. That's all it was. It was a big hike. I don't know. Didn't get it. Number 8. What is Mary's last name? What is Mary's last name? Feel free to tell me in the comments if you think I'm just totally wrong about how I feel about Lord of the Rings. If you love it, that's awesome. And if you love it, you're probably doing really well this round, hopefully. It's the beauty of this world. There are things that you're going to love that I don't, and there are things I love that other people don't. So that's okay. It's a good thing. Number 9 for Lord of the Rings. Number 9, what kind of insect does Gandalf send for help when he's being held prisoner by Saruman? What kind of insect does Gandalf send for help when he's being held prisoner by Saruman? Number 10 for Lord of the Rings. Number 10, how many rings of power are there in total? How many rings of power are there in total? Taylor says they love Lord of the Rings. Maybe I need to someday give it another try. I don't know, but might have been that I was dating a girl at the time who was super excited about it, and I just and of course, that's not my wife, so we didn't last. So maybe I have negative feelings about it because of that. I don't know. Number 10, how many rings of power are there in total? And number 11, the bonus question, how many Academy Awards did the trilogy win? And if you're one number on either side, I'll give you 1 point this time on this one. But if you get both of them, I'll give you 2 points because this is the bonus question. Forgot to mention that earlier. First 10 questions in each round, each of the first 4 rounds are worth 1 point each. The last question, the 11th question, is a bonus question worth 2 points. In this case, you have a chance to possibly get 1 point if you're a number on either side. I almost said a year. A number on either side. If you hit the number dead on, though, you get 2 points. Number on either side, 1 point for this question. All right, go back over all of these for you. Oh, I didn't do the math. Oh, guessed wrong. Go back one more. Go back over all these 11 questions for you on a repeat real quick. And then if you need any repeats, we'll pause for a minute or two. We'll let you call them out there in the comments if you need them. But let me go over all 11 again real quick for you. Number 1, what country were all 3 movies filmed in? Number 2, in which of the movies does the group try to make it across a bridge, and one member does not? Number 3, what character does this riddle describe? I sit on my throne looking sick and old, but with help from Gandalf, again I feel bold. What character does that riddle describe? Number 4, in the Fellowship of the Ring, Merry and Pippin are punished for taking some fireworks. What is their punishment? Again, just going through these questions quick on a repeat for you. Number 5, in what movie does Sam use Sting to kill some orcs? In what movie does Sam use Sting to kill some orcs? It's a bunch of words I never thought would be put into a sentence, I would say. Here they are. Number 6, Liv Tyler plays what character? Number 7, to whom does Aragorn say, if by my life or death I can protect you, I will? Number 8, what is Mary's last name? Give you a hint, it is not Christmas. A number of people say that this week, jokingly, but yeah, it's not Christmas. Number 9, what kind of insect does Gandalf send for help when he's being held prisoner by Saruman? And I do apologize for butchering the names, I'm sure, for some of these characters. And spoiler alert, I'm going to butcher some more names in the next round, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I know even less about that than I do Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, at least I know a little bit about. Number 10, how many rings of power are there in total? And number 11, how many Academy Awards did the trilogy win? All right, let me know in the comments if you need any more repeats. Any more of those repeated. You're going to be working on those answers, and I'll give you the right ones here in just a couple of minutes or a minute or two. But let me know in the comments if you need any questions repeated. Be happy to go over those for you if you missed anything. Again, don't forget the shameless plug right down below me there. Online Christmas trivia party tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, right here, wherever you're watching this. Facebook, YouTube, my Facebook, Ask a Nebraskan Facebook, any one of those 3 places. It'll be streaming tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. All Christmas themed trivia, Christmas songs and movies and TVs and traditions, and we'll have fun. So come play some Christmas trivia. Thank you to anybody who sends in a donation or a gift tonight to Venmo or PayPal. The info is up there. Up there. At Jim Thie for Venmo. PayPal is jimthie@gmail.com. Thank you. Really helps keep things afloat. Well, we're still very slow during this pandemic. Just says it's a topic they know something about. I thought this one might be a little more up your guys' alley. I was thinking about that. I thought you guys might do all right. Avatar, the Last Airbender, not Avatar the movie. That I know would be, because I saw that movie with Logan when he was here in Wisconsin visiting so many years ago. Alex, I just saw your message. Nope, you don't have to send me your answers. You're going to score your own sheet. I'm trusting you. At the end of the night, you're going to send me your total score, though, in a message. So, yep, you're going to hang on to your answers or your sheet. You're going to score your own sheet. And at the end of the night, we'll take care of you sending me your final score. All right, not seeing any other repeats needed. So let's go over some answers. Where did my... Justin's quite the opposite of Jess and says this round is going to suck for us. I would probably get... there's one question I could have answered, no problem, on my own. And after that, maybe guessed right on one or two of them, like the movie titles, because I happen to know all of the movie titles. So maybe if I got lucky and wrote the right one down, that would be about it. Andrea, yes, tomorrow is Christmas trivia. Tomorrow night is Christmas trivia. All right, answers for Lord of the Rings. Question number 1, what country were all 3 movies filmed in? New Zealand. New Zealand. Number 2, in which of the movies does the group try to make it across a bridge and one member does not? That is the Fellowship of the Ring. The Fellowship of the Ring, Gandalf doesn't make it across. Number 3, what character does this riddle describe? I sit on my throne looking sick and old, but with help from Gandalf, there he is again. Again, I feel bold. Theoden, I'm close. That guy, you can see the spelling there. Over there, down there. Number 4, in the Fellowship of the Ring, Merry and Pippin are punished for taking some fireworks. What is their punishment? They have to wash dishes. Wash dishes. Number 5, in what movie does Sam use Sting to kill some orcs? The Return of the King. Number 6, Liv Tyler plays what character? The character's name is Arwen. Number 7, to whom does Aragorn say, if by my life or death I can protect you, I will? That is Frodo. Number 8, what is Mary's last name? Brandybuck. Mary Brandybuck. Number 9, what kind of insect does Gandalf send for help when he is being held prisoner by Saruman? A moth. A moth. Last night at McHugh's, when I was doing this live, there was a moth that actually flew right in front of me as I asked this question. It was totally bizarre. Number 10, how many rings of power are there in total? There are 20 rings of power. And number 11, how many Academy Awards did the trilogy win? They won 17. So if you had 16 or 18, give yourself 1 point. 17 would give you 2 points. All right, let me stop sharing that screen. Let me know if you need any answers repeated. Trailana wants to know, will I take King of Rohan for 3? Let me remind myself of what 3 is. Theoden. Let me look up who he is, because I honestly don't know who that character is. I'm thinking you're probably right. He was the 17th king of Rohan, it says, according to what I'm reading. So yes, I will take King of Rohan, because I didn't say you got to give me his name. I probably should have, but I didn't. So yes, King of Rohan for number 3 would be fine, or however you say that word, Rohan. That would be fine. Let me know if you got any other questions or if you need any other answers repeated here for round number 1. Remember, 1 point for each of the first 10, 2 points potentially on that last one there. And again, you don't have to send me your scores. You just go ahead and hang on to your scores, keep track of them. And at the end of the night, you're going to send me your total score. Top 3 teams tonight will go on a wheel. We'll put the wheel up on the screen. It'll get a spin. And the winning team tonight is going to get a light up LED Christmas necklace, light bulbs. Comes with the batteries, so that's kind of fun. And yeah, so be ready. You might win this. And if you win that or any of the prizes tomorrow night, if you're here to play Christmas trivia tomorrow night, probably on Saturday, my wife and I are going to be ringing bells at Hy-Vee, so I'll probably set up a time that you can stop by there and pick up prizes too. If that works for you here locally, again, send you things. If you are out of the area, Trilana was happy about King of Rohan. And Taylor says, so fun. And she even spelled some of the names right. I should say, thank you, Taylor. That's a good point. Don't forget, spelling doesn't count as long as you're somewhat close and you're scoring your own, so you know what somewhat close is. Now, if you spelled Frodo as Steve, I would say that probably isn't close enough. But hopefully you didn't do that. So spelling doesn't count. I should say that, especially on rounds like Lord of the Rings or our next round, which is coming right up, which is Avatar, The Last Airbender. So here's a quick funny story for you while I change the banner there at the bottom of the screen. At the venues live, one of the teams, usually second place, gets to pick a round for the next week. We've done that here online a couple of times too. The McHughes team from last week picked Avatar, The Last Airbender as their round. I still needed the round picked from Holdridge from Lost Way Brewery from 2 weeks prior when I had been there. And so I got a hold of that team and said, hey, I never heard what you wanted to do. And they came back and said, we'd like to do a round on Avatar, The Last Airbender. What are the odds that 2 venues on the same week would pick this show? So they punted and went to Lord of the Rings as their second one. Last week was when I learned that there's a show called Avatar, The Last Airbender. So anything you want to know, like if you'll accept an answer, I'm going to have to do some research on because I don't know. Except one that I'm going to give you a clarification on when I ask the question. All right. Enough gabbing about Avatar, The Last Airbender. Let's get into some questions about it here for round number 2. Number 1, how many seasons were there of Avatar, The Last Airbender? How many seasons were there of Avatar, The Last Airbender? Cool part here is if you're like me and know nothing about the show, it's a number. So you got a fighting chance. You could guess a number. Again, remember Christmas trivia tomorrow night. I'll just keep saying that. Number 2 for Avatar, The Last Airbender. In 2012, there was a sequel series released. What is the title of that show? 2012, there was a sequel series released. What is the title of that show? Number 3 for Avatar, The Last Airbender. What is the name of the Earthbender who appears in the opening introduction of each episode of the show? What is the name of the Earthbender who appears in the opening introduction of each episode of the show? I've already had COVID, so don't worry. I don't have COVID again. They say I can't get it for a little while. Let's hope they're right. Number 3, what is the name of the earthbender who appears in the opening introduction of each episode of the show? Number 4, which episode is not about Toph? Is it the Runaway, the Avatar State, Bitter Work, or the Blind Bandit? Multiple choice question here. Which episode is not about Toph? Is it the Runaway, the Avatar State, Bitter Work, or the Blind Bandit? Which episode is not about Toph? The Runaway, the Avatar State, Bitter Work, or the Blind Bandit? Number 5 for Avatar: The Last Airbender. What is the name of the Earth Kingdom's capital city? What is the name of the Earth Kingdom's capital city? Number 5, again for Avatar: The Last Airbender. What is the name of the Earth Kingdom's capital city? Oops. Tried to hit the button on my keyboard, and there we go. Number 6, what channel did Avatar: The Last Airbender air on originally? Looking for the name of the channel. Somebody asked me if I wanted the number of it. That would depend on your cable system if you have cable. I use Hulu Live, so I don't have channel numbers. What channel did Avatar: The Last Airbender air on originally? I think it's on Netflix now. So that's not the answer. Number 6, what channel did Avatar: The Last Airbender air on originally? Number 7, what is Iroh's favorite meat? What is Iroh's favorite meat? Excuse me while I make noise over here. What is Iroh's favorite meat? Number 8 for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Katara is a bender of what element? Katie, you don't want to type your answers in the comments. You just want to write them down. People are writing those down. Number 8 again, Katara is a bender of what element? Number 9, in an episode titled The Great Divide, what actually is the divide? In an episode titled The Great Divide, what actually is the divide? Number 10 for Avatar The Last Airbender. Number 10. What was Sokka's first girlfriend? Who was Sokka's first girlfriend? Looking for a name here, not a description, not what they become. Looking for a name. Those of you who know Avatar The Last Airbender know what I'm talking about. This is something I learned because of an answer that I was given on Monday. Clicked that a minute ago there. Katie says Matthew, her brother, would crush this. You can come back and watch it later if he's not watching now. Stays on the page forever, so as far as I know it does. And number 11, the 2-point bonus question. What is the name of the troupe near the end of season 3 that performs a play about the Avatar team's journey and experiences as witnessed by the Avatar team? It's a really wordy question. What is the name of the troupe near the end of season 3 that performs a play about the Avatar team's journey and experiences? All right, let me back this up. All right, let me run over those 11 questions again. Remember writing down the answers on repeat here for these 11 questions. Number 1, how many seasons were there of Avatar The Last Airbender? Number 2, in 2012, there was a sequel series released. What is the title of that show? Number 3, what is the name of the Earthbender who appears in the opening introduction of each episode of the show? Number 4, which episode is not about Toph? Is it The Runaway, The Avatar State, Bitter Work, or The Blind Bandit? Number 5, what is the name of the Earth Kingdom's capital city? Number 6, what channel did Avatar The Last Airbender air on originally? Number 7, what is Iroh's favorite meat? What is Iroh's favorite meat? Number 8, Katara is a bender of what element? Again, just running through these on a repeat for you. Number 9, in an episode titled The Great Divide, what actually is the divide? Number 10, who was Sokka's first girlfriend? Again, I need the name there. And number 11, what is the name of the troupe near the end of season 3 that performs a play about the Avatar team's journey and experiences as witnessed by the Avatar team? All right, let me know. Work on those answers. I'll be back with the right ones. I'm not going anywhere. but I'll be back with the right ones in just a couple of minutes. Taylor says that number 11 is one of the best filler episodes in TV history. Does that mean you think you might know the answer to number 11? I don't believe anybody has gotten the answer to number 11 yet. So I'm curious if you're confident, Taylor. Do you have any idea what that name of the troop was? You remember the episode, but do you think you know that answer? I realize it's kind of a deep cut, but it's a bonus question. It should be. Let me know if you need any repeats there for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Take that screen down for a minute. Don't forget, top 3 teams tonight going on the wheel, and whoever wins that spin is getting this light up Christmas necklace. Spoiler alert, you may see me wearing one of these tomorrow night on the game. It could happen. I'm just saying. Thank you to anyone who sends a donation my way tonight to Venmo or PayPal at Jimpy and jimpy@gmail.com. Again, tomorrow night, all sorts of raffle prizes for Christmas trivia, which your donations will get you in that raffle for each dollar you give tomorrow night that you send through Venmo or PayPal. You'll get an entry on the wheel. So if you send $1, you get 1 entry. If you send $5, you get 5 entries. Send $100, you get 100 entries. But I don't expect anybody to do that. They're cool prizes, but not that cool. But that is how tomorrow night will work. Tonight, your donations are just because you're kind and you like what I do and you want to support the trivia that I do every week. That's tonight. Tomorrow night, there's a little more involved in those. So totally understand if you're playing both nights and want to wait for tomorrow. That makes sense. Also tomorrow, I'll just say it now. We'll talk about it then. If there's anybody that doesn't use Venmo or PayPal and wants in on the raffles, send me a message. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out. It's all good. I know some people don't use those programs. So, all right, not seeing any other repeat needs. So we'll put the screen back on up here for the answers to Avatar: The Last Airbender. Trust me, I've forgotten to say The Last Airbender a couple times and have been strongly let know that Avatar: The Last Airbender and Avatar the movie, nothing to do with each other. Not even the same thing. Okay. People are very adamant about that. Number 1, how many seasons were there of Avatar: The Last Airbender? There were 3 seasons of that show. 3. Number 2, in 2012, there was a sequel series released. What is the title of that show? It's The Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra. Number 3, what's the name of the Earthbender who appears in the opening introduction of each episode of the show? Sud. And again, I completely apologize if I am butchering any pronunciations of names. I probably will. Number 4, what episode is not about Toph? Is it The Runaway, The Avatar State, Bitterwork, or The Blind Bandit? And The Avatar State is not about Toph. Actually, what I'm told is Toph is not even on the show at the time that episode happens. Number 5, what is the name of the Earth Kingdom's capital city? It is Ba Sing Se. Ba Sing Se. Number 6, what channel did Avatar: The Last Airbender air on originally? It was Nickelodeon. Number 7, what is Iroh's favorite meat? Duck is his favorite meat. I think that's a him. Number 8, Katara is a bender of water. Number 9, an episode titled The Great Divide. What actually is the divide? It's a canyon. Number 10, who was Sokka's first girlfriend? I'm probably saying that name wrong too. Princess Yue. I learned how to pronounce that one. Princess Yue. She apparently turns into the moon at some point. And number 11, what is the name of the troupe near the end of season 3 that performs a play about the Avatar team's journey and experiences? They are called the Ember Island Players. The Ember Island Players. Thank you. I see a couple of tips rolled in tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Again, that we're not doing the raffles tonight, just so that I'm clear on that. Those will be tomorrow night for any donations that come in during the Christmas game. Oh yeah, Alex, you sent me a message about the last four of my number. Sometimes Venmo asks for that. You can actually do it without it, but it's 2709 if anybody needs that. Sometimes, I don't know why Venmo asks for that sometimes. If somebody doesn't have my phone number and they want to send me money, they can send me money. I'm okay with that. I don't know why. They want to pay my bills too? Cool. Let me know. Now, if they want to take money out of my account, not okay. But Taylor says fun round. Some were tricky. Good. You know, Taylor, you've done this enough times. You know, that's my hope, is that for rounds that people know the thing, whatever that is, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, that there would still be some challenge to it for you. So I'm glad to hear that some were tricky for someone who enjoys that show. So, all right, let me know if you need any repeats on answers for that round. Otherwise, we'll head into bad movie descriptions here in just a minute. Bad movie descriptions was probably the highest scored round I had Monday and Wednesday night when I did this in the live venues. Thank you. Thank you. Just saw another tip roll in. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate that. In between rounds, while we're just waiting to see if anybody needs any repeated answers, there is the ad. You'll see it tonight. If you look on my Facebook page, you'll probably see it tomorrow. And then you won't have to see it anymore for a while. But free online Christmas trivia party. It is free to play. I know I've explained kind of the raffles. No obligation to get in those at all. You can come play Christmas trivia totally free and win a prize. If you're one of the top 3 teams, you'll have a chance at winning a prize, whether you bought into the raffle or not. Doesn't matter. The top 3 teams are going to get a chance at a pretty cool prize, actually, for tomorrow night, I think. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, would love to have you join us. 7 o'clock, right back here, wherever you're watching this, whether that's on YouTube, whether that's on my Facebook page personally, or on the Ask a Nebraskan page. It'll be on all 3. All right, not seeing any other answers. Taylor is so excited for tomorrow. That is awesome, Taylor. I'm glad you guys are looking forward to it. And I should say, too, for anybody who does come and play live venues, looking through the comments, there's not too many tonight who play regularly at live venues. The Kitzelmans, you guys do, and the Edge Hills. The Christmas questions tomorrow will be different from any Christmas rounds I do at the venues. So if you do come out for a Christmas trivia at the venues, you get a whole new set of questions, different topics, all those, probably different topics. I don't know, I haven't written that one yet. But all those kinds of things. So it'll be fun. All right. Enough about all that. Now, you guys are like, stop talking about this Christmas thing. It's tomorrow, Jim. It's tomorrow. All right. Bad movie descriptions. We've done some of these rounds before. So I'm going to give you a bad movie description, a bad description of a movie. You're writing down the title of that movie. Again, I give you the description. Some of them aren't as hard to figure out as others, but we'll see how it goes for you. Question number 1, or description number 1, amnesia leads to a Hawaiian romance. Amnesia leads to a Hawaiian romance. Amnesia leads to a Hawaiian romance. Number 2, man realizes everyone in the world has been spying on him since birth. Man realizes everyone in the world has been spying on him since birth. Number 3 for bad movie description. Sorry, can't talk about it. Sorry, can't talk about it. Number 4. Number 4 for bad movie descriptions. Guy invites some kids to his work. 4 of them possibly die. He then tries to rip off the 5th one before letting him use the elevator. Guy invites some kids to his work. 4 of them possibly die. Then he tries to rip off the 5th one before letting him use the elevator. Guy invites some kids to his work. 4 of them possibly die. Then he tries to rip off the 5th one before letting him use the elevator. Number 4, again, I'm giving you a bad movie description. You're writing down what movie am I describing poorly. Number 5. Number 5, a guy who's alone in the forest kisses a dead body while a bunch of other guys watch. A guy who's alone in the forest kisses a dead body while a bunch of other guys watch. Number 5, a guy who's alone in the forest kisses a dead body while a bunch of other guys watch. The banner does still say round 2. You are right. Thank you very much. I was just testing to see how many of you are still paying attention. Taylor wins. She was paying attention. Number 5, a guy who's alone in the forest kisses a dead body while a bunch of other guys watch. So wrong. Number 6, a family quarantining together goes very wrong. A family quarantining together goes very wrong. Number 7 for bad movie descriptions. Paranoid billionaire is afraid of an immigrant. Number 7, paranoid billionaire is afraid of an immigrant. Thank you. Thank you. Just saw another tip roll in. You guys are awesome. Taylor says, Mom, I win for paying attention. If your mom's ever given you grief about not paying attention, Taylor, I don't know if that's something that's happened in your life, but now you can tell her. You got called out for paying attention. Number 7, again, bad movie descriptions. Paranoid billionaire is afraid of an immigrant. Number 8, a character tells a girl it's what's on the inside that counts and then changes her outsides. Character tells a girl it's what's on the inside that counts and then changes her outsides. Number 8 again, a character tells a girl it's what's on the inside that counts and then changes her outsides. Number 9 for bad movie descriptions. Number 9, public transportation runs ahead of schedule for once. Public transportation runs ahead of schedule for once. Number 9, public transportation runs ahead of schedule for once. Number 10 for bad movie descriptions, aliens are outsmarted by a TV repairman and a crop duster. Aliens are outsmarted by a TV repairman and a crop duster. And number 11, the bonus question, 2 points. A war vet takes up professional sports to get revenge on his late boss's son. A war vet takes up professional sports to get revenge on his late boss's son. A war vet takes up professional sports to get revenge on his late boss's son. All right. We go back here, run through those again for you. Again, bad movie descriptions. You're writing down the movie title from this description. Number 1, amnesia leads to a Hawaiian romance. Number 2, man realizes everyone in the world has been spying on him since birth. Number 3, sorry, can't talk about it. Number 4, guy invites some kids to his work. 4 of them possibly die. Then he tries to rip off the 5th one before letting him use the elevator. Number 5, a guy who's alone in the forest kisses a dead body while a bunch of other guys watch. Number 6, a family quarantining together goes very wrong. Number 7, paranoid billionaire is afraid of an immigrant. Number 8, a character tells a girl it's what. Let me try that again. Number 8, a character tells a girl it's what's on the inside that counts, and then changes her outsides. Number 9, public transportation runs ahead of schedule for once. Number 10, aliens are outsmarted by a TV repairman and a crop duster. And number 11, a war vet takes up professional sports to get revenge on his late boss's son. All right, work on those answers. I'll be back, not going anywhere, but we'll give it the right ones soon. Let me know in the comments if you need any answers. If you need questions repeated, there we go. You'll take all the answers, right? If you need questions repeated, let me know in the comments too how you felt that round was. Was it feel pretty easy? Were there some that are stumping you? Do you think you breezed right through it? All right, not seeing any comments that we need any repeats. All right, we'll go ahead and go over these answers then. Alex says, I need to watch more movies. Of course, they're bad descriptions too, so. Trailana says she feels like number 8 is tricky. I'm not intentionally trying to trick you, but it is a bad description of the movie. So in that, it may very well be tricky in and of itself, but I'm not trying to be tricky. I promise. I wouldn't do that often. I can't say I've never done that to you guys. I have. You know that. But sometimes just in fun. All right. Bad movie description answers. Here we go. Number 1, amnesia leads to a Hawaiian romance. I probably could have added the words again and again at the end of that. 50 First Dates. Number 2, man realizes everyone in the world has been spying on him since birth. That is The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. It's a great show. Great movie. Really like that movie. Number 3, sorry, can't talk about it. That is Fight Club. Fight Club. Number 4, guy invents. Man, I can't talk tonight all of a sudden. Guy invites some kids to his work. 4 of them possibly die. Then he tries to rip off the 5th one before letting him use the elevator. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. If you had Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I'd give that to you. They're about the same overall story. I actually have never seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It just looks like they did more drugs when they made that movie. That's my thought. But it's Tim Burton, so. Number 5, a guy who's alone in the forest kisses a dead body while a bunch of other guys watch. You will never watch Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs the same again. With that description now in your head. Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Number 6, a family quarantining together goes very wrong. The Shining. The Shining. Number 7, paranoid billionaire is afraid of an immigrant. Batman versus Superman. Batman versus Superman. Number 8, a character tells a girl that it's what's on the inside that counts and then changes her outsides. Cinderella, fairy godmother, it's what's on the inside that counts. And then she makes her pretty and dressed and all that stuff. So is it what's on the inside, or what are you saying here, fairy godmother? Number 9, public transportation runs ahead of schedule for once. That is speed. Number 10, aliens are outsmarted by a TV repairman and a crop duster. Independence Day. Independence Day. And number 11, a war vet takes up professional sports to get revenge on his late boss's son. That is Gladiator. Gladiator. All right, let me know if you need any answers repeated. I'll stop that screen. Mindy says number 3, so clever. What was number 3? Just looking. Oh, sorry, can't talk about it. Yep. I like that one. Thank you for the tips that rolled in over on Venmo and PayPal. I think just Venmo so far tonight, which is A-okay. They both work the same to me. So let me know if you need any answers repeated. Otherwise, we will head into what has been the hardest round all week for people. I tried to tweak it a little before last night and make it a little better. And I'm not sure that I was at all successful in that. I can tell you because I'm just deleting last night's score from the scorecard so I can get ready for the end of this game tonight. The highest score in round number 4, which we're coming up on here, was 6 last night. So we'll see if you can top 6. Professional sports. Yes, Trelana, I agree. And Taylor says, that was a fun round. So mad at the ones we missed because we should have known. That's the fun part with a round like this. And it's more fun, obviously, if we're all together and I can see that reaction. So thank you for typing out that reaction, Taylor, is watching people go, oh, when I say the answer. And they realize like, oh, yeah, I should have had that. That's when I know I'm in the sweet spot that it wasn't too ridiculous. But it was challenging enough that maybe you didn't get it, but you feel like you should have. So that's a good spot to land in. All right. Not seeing any answers needing repeated. Loving the conversation in the comments tonight. Let me move into TV shows by supporting characters. So by supporting characters, let me tell you as I'm bringing this up what I mean. Obviously, we're not talking about the main characters of the show, or I wouldn't call them supporting characters. But they're also not one-off characters. They're characters who have appeared on, let's say, I didn't really have a number, but I'm pretty sure all of them appeared on 20 plus episodes of whatever show it is. So again, they're not one-off characters. I'm not trying to be tricky in that, like, oh, they were in this one episode and that. They've been on probably 20 or more. Maybe there's a couple of them that are a little less than 20 episodes of the show. So I'm going to give you 3 characters. You're going to name the show that they are from. I give you 3 characters. You write down the TV show name. All TV shows, most, well, I'm not going to say most, in the last, say, 20-ish, maybe 30 years, which really only takes us back to 1990. There is one that's kind of a little more way back machine. But number 1, Stuart Bloom, Barry Kripke, and Bert Kibler. Stuart Bloom, Barry Kripke, Bert Kibler. Number 1 again, Stuart Bloom, Barry Kripke, and Bert Kibler. Number 2, Paul Pfeiffer, Karen Arnold, and Randy Mitchell. I guess some of these are a little older as I'm starting to look down my list a little bit. So forget everything I said about most of them in the last 30 years. It's just their TV shows. Let's go with that. I don't want to steer you wrong by talking about time frames. Paul Pfeiffer, Karen Arnold, Randy Mitchell. Number 3, Kathy Sims, Robert Lipton, Pete Miller. Kathy Sims, Robert Lipton, and Pete Miller. Number four, Edgar Stiles, Milo Pressman, and Dana Walsh. Banner check. Oh, Taylor, killing me. I'm killing myself on it. Oh, wow. I'm totally clicking the wrong thing. Where am I going? There it is, round 4. Brett, you also caught me on it. Brett says, is this round 4? It is round 4. But I still had round 3 up there. Taylor, banner check. Sorry, guys. Round 4. Round 4, question 4. Edgar Stiles, Milo Pressman, and Dana Walsh. Number 5, Heidi Turner, Sharon Marsh, and BB Stevens. Heidi Turner, Sharon Marsh, and BB Stevens. Heidi Turner, Sharon Marsh, BB Stevens. Number 6, Charlie Young, Will Bailey, and Matthew Santos. Charlie Young, Will Bailey, and Matthew Santos. Number 7, Shauna Malway Tweep, Joan Calamezzo, and Diane Lewis. Shauna Malway Tweep, Joan Calamezzo, and Diane Lewis. Shauna Malway Tweep, Joan Calamezzo, and Diane Lewis. I should say, and I think you figured this out, but these are all character names, not actor-actress names. They're character names. Had some people really get hung up on that even after I explained it earlier this week. Number 8, Lionel Jefferson, Irene Lorenzo, and Barney Hefner. I will tell you, this is probably the oldest show on the list. Lionel Jefferson, Irene Lorenzo, and Barney Hefner. Lionel Jefferson, Irene Lorenzo, Barney Hefner. Number 9 for TV shows by supporting characters Mike Ehrmantraut, Stephen Gomez, and Hank Schrader. Mike Ehrmantraut, Stephen Gomez, and Hank Schrader. Number 9 again, Mike Ehrmantraut, Stephen Gomez, Hank Schrader. Number 10, Hoyt Fortenberry, Letty Mae Thornton, and Bud Dearborn. Hoyt Fortenberry, Letty Mae Thornton, Bud Dearborn. And number 11, the bonus question, because the first 10 were so easy. Number 11, Maya Miller, Aaron Pierce, and Mason Young. Maya Miller, Aaron Pierce, Mason Young. All right, let me run over those again for you. Here we go again with the repeats. Number 1, Stuart Bloom, Barry Kripke, Bert Kibler. And you're writing down the TV show based on these supporting characters. Number 2, Paul Pfeiffer, Karen Arnold, and Randy Mitchell. Number 3, Kathy Sims, Robert Lipton, and Pete Miller. Gina gave a laughing face because she sees me doing this round, and she was not a fan of this round on Monday night in Holdridge when she and her team played it. Number 4, Edgar Stiles, Milo Pressman, and Dana Walsh. Number 5, Heidi Turner, Sharon Marsh, B.B. Stevens. Just running through these on a repeat for you. Heidi Turner, Sharon Marsh, B.B. Stevens. Number 6, Charlie Young, Will Bailey, and Matthew Santos. Charlie Young, Will Bailey, and Matthew Santos. Number 7, Shauna Malway-Tweep, Joan Calamezzo, and Diane Lewis. Number 8, Lionel Jefferson, Irene Lorenzo, and Barney Hefner. John says brew tail round. Number 9, Mike Ehrmantraut, Stephen Gomez, Hank Schrader. Number 10, Hoyt Fortenberry, Letty Mae Thornton, Bud Dearborn. And number 11, Maya Miller, Aaron Pierce, and Mason Young. Tell me what TV show those folks came from. work on those answers, give you the right answers in just a couple minutes. Let me know in the comments if you need any repeats of any of those. And you can also let me know in the comments how much you don't like me after that round. Or I would also love to hear if anybody's like, it wasn't all that bad. I think we did okay. I'd love to hear if there's anybody feeling that way, because it was not the feedback I got on this round. I had my friend Ryan, who I've told you about before, who does trivia nights. I think somebody rode him around similar to this. This is not his round. And I liked the idea. So I thought, I'll write my own. And I have been told by someone who listened to his round and then played mine that I'm a lot meaner. And I didn't mean to be. So do something like this again. Carolina says she thinks they did all right. All right, good. Good to know somebody's feeling that way. Taylor needs number. Okay, well, I got a whole bunch that popped up here all at the same time. John needs 8 and 9. Taylor needs 4. Brandon needs 10. All right. We'll go in sequential order here. Number 4 is Edgar Stiles, Milo Pressman, and Dana Walsh. Taylor. Edgar Stiles, Milo Pressman, and Dana Walsh. And then we need 8, 9, and 10. Let me just buzz forward here. 8, Lionel Jefferson, Irene Lorenzo, and Barney Hefner. For John, 8 and 9. Lionel Jefferson, Irene Lorenzo, and Barney Hefner. And then number 9, John, Mike Ehrmantraut, Stephen Gomez, and Hank Schrader. I'm probably saying Mike's last name slightly wrong. I've seen this show. I know the character. I just don't, the last name is escaping me how to pronounce it right. Mike Ehrmantraut, Stephen Gomez, Hank Schrader, number 9. And Brandon needed number 10, Hoyt Fortenberry, Letty Mae Thornton, and Bud Dearborn. Remember Christmas trivia tomorrow. You're all tired of hearing me say it by now. Christmas trivia tomorrow, 7 o'clock, right here, wherever you're watching it. We will have some fun. Hopefully we're having some fun tonight as well. Let me know if you need any other repeats. Otherwise, we'll go over answers, and we will head into the confidence round where everything can change and usually does. Remember, top 3 teams tonight. Let me pull down my screen here for a minute. Top 3 teams tonight are going to go on a wheel. We're going to spin that wheel right here on the screen so you can see it. And the winning team is going to get this light up Christmas necklace tonight. Give you a chance to spread some holiday cheer. If you're here in Nebraska, I'm going to be out at Hy-Vee from 10 to 12 on Saturday, ringing bells outside of the door so we can set it up. You can come pick it up there. If you're somewhere outside of Nebraska, I'll drop it in the mail to you. All right. Not seeing any other repeats needed for that round. Some of you are like, you can repeat them all you want. Not going to matter. All right. Well, let's go over those answers and head into the confidence round here in just a minute. We'll go over these answers first, see how you did. Remember, 1 point for each of the first 10, 2 points for that 11th one. Number 1, Stuart Bloom, Barry Kripke, and Bert Kibler. That's the Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory. If one helped you on that, I would think it was Kripke, Barry Kripke. Stuart, though, the minute I hear Stuart, I know who they're talking about. I just probably wouldn't know his last name. Number 2, Paul Pfeiffer, Karen Arnold, and Randy Mitchell. That is the Wonder Years. Paul Pfeiffer is Kevin Arnold's best friend, and Karen is the mom, I believe. I'm not sure who Randy Mitchell is. I'd have to think about that. Or probably look it up. Number 3, Kathy Sims. If I said Senator Robert Lipton, would that maybe help you? And Pete Miller, they are from The Office. I can tell you next Thursday night right here live on Facebook and YouTube, we'll be doing a round on The Office. Number 4, Edgar Stiles, Milo Pressman, and Dana Walsh. 24, one of my favorite shows of all time. It got kind of towards the end, but the first couple seasons are dynamite. Just awesome. Number 5, Heidi Turner, Sharon Marsh, and BB Stevens. Sharon Marsh is Stan's mother on South Park. I think it's Stan. Number 6, Charlie Young, Will Bailey, and Matthew Santos are the West Wing. Matthew Santos is Jimmy Smith's character. The other ones are other characters. give you a point of reference there. Number 7, Shauna Melway Tweep, Joan Calamezzo, and Diane Lewis. That is Parks and Recreation. Shauna is the reporter, Joan's the TV lady who's always drunk, and Diane is Ron's third wife. Number 8, Lionel Jefferson, Irene Lorenzo, and Barney Hefner. They are from All in the Family. All in the Family. That's the one that I told you was the oldest show on the list here. Number 9, Mike Ehrmantraut, Stephen Gomez, and Hank Schrader, Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. Another show I really enjoyed. Not a kid show. Don't let your kids watch it. Number 10, Hoyt Fortenberry, Letty Mae Thornton, and Bud Dearborn are from True Blood on HBO. And number 11, Maya Miller, Aaron Pierce, and Mason Young are from Ozark. Probably my favorite show currently. Well, it's not. If you've seen all the episodes, there's still another season to come. But probably my favorite show that's currently airing or waiting for the next season. All right. Let me know if you need any answers repeated. Otherwise, get this thing ready, and we will head into the confidence round in just a moment. Let me know if you need any answers repeated. Otherwise, we will get this thing heading into the confidence round. I'm going to change that banner right now so I don't get caught on it. There it is. Boom. Don't want to mess it up. All right. Not seeing. Oh, wait a minute. Got a comment. Did way better than you thought. Fun round. Thank you, Taylor. You're just liking all the rounds tonight, Taylor. You're so kind. All right. Confidence round coming up. Let's share that screen. And actually, before we share that screen, let me do this and explain how this works. There are 10 questions and only 10 questions in this round. You're going to rank your answers 10 to 1 based on the confidence you have in your answer. 10 is the most confident, 1 is the least, and you can use each number 1 time. So 10 on one, 9 on another, 8 on another, all the way down to 1 on the one that you're probably just guessing on, or 1 through 4 on the 4 you're guessing on, or however that works. That's the points that you'll get for that question if you get it right. So if the one you put 10 on, you get 10 points if you get that question right. So you want to use that on the one that you're really sure of. The one you put 1 on, you get 1 point for that question. So again, you're going to want to put that on one that you're just kind of writing something down. There's no way to lose points, so you might as well take a shot at it at any point and see how you do. So 55 possible points available in this round if you were to get all of them right. That's how it works. So here we go. Number 1, let me share my screen. That would be super helpful. You can actually see the question. Number 1, who was the cover athlete for Madden 21? Who was the cover athlete for Madden 21? Number 1 again, who was the cover athlete for Madden 21? Number 2, according to the Bible, what was Paul's name before it was Paul? Austin said of the last round he did not do as well, but still had fun. That is the point. I want people to have fun. That's the whole point of me doing this. Yes, it's a business, but Business is terrible if nobody has fun doing this, because then nobody wants to play. So I want people to have fun. That is my goal. Number 2, according to the Bible, what was Paul's name before it was Paul? Number 3, what musician said, "Love the life you live the life you love"? I don't believe it's a song lyric. I had to look this up for somebody last night because they were questioning me significantly on it. I don't believe it's a song lyric. I believe it's just a quote: "Love the life you live the life you love." Number 3, what musician said, "Love the life you live the life you love"? Number 4, Lechuguilla Cave, the deepest cave in the continental U.S., is in what state? Lechuguilla Cave, the deepest cave in the continental U.S., is in what state? Lechuguilla Cave, the deepest cave in the continental U.S., is in what state? Number 4. Number 5, in swimming, what is the first of the 4 strokes done in the individual medley? In swimming, what is the first of the 4 strokes done in the individual medley? Again, remember, top 3 teams going to go on a wheel. We'll spin that wheel, and whoever that wheel lands on wins. You can't see them real big. They're kind of small, but I'll hold them up. Wins this Christmas light necklace. Comes with the battery, so all you got to do is throw it on, flip the little switch. You will be ready for Christmas. In swimming, number 5, what is the first of the 4 strokes done in the individual medley? Number 6, for the confidence round, in what decade was Tupperware introduced into the market? What decade was Tupperware introduced into the market? Again, looking for the decade here. In what decade was Tupperware introduced into the market? Number 7, what famous brand of whiskey is made in Lynchburg, Tennessee? What brand of whiskey is made in Lynchburg, Tennessee? Number 8, for the confidence round, what architect designed the Guggenheim Museum of Modern Art? We're talking about the one in New York. There are more than one Guggenheim museums, I know, but I think that's the only one called the Museum of Modern Art, but that's the one we're talking about regardless. The Guggenheim Museum of Modern Art in New York. What architect designed the Guggenheim? Number 8, what architect designed the Guggenheim Museum of Modern Art, the one in New York we're talking here? Number 9, what late 90s, early 2000s TV show's main character worked at Cage, Fish, and Associates? What late 90s, early 2000s TV show's main character worked at Cage, Fish, and Associates? Number 9, what late 90s, early 2000s TV show's main character worked at Cage, Fish, and Associates? And number 10, last question of the night, what is the capital of the state of Kansas? What is the capital of the state of Kansas? Thank you. So a tip roll in on Venmo. Venmo and PayPal info up there at the top of the screen for anybody who wants to donate this evening at Jimthy or jimthy@gmail.com if you like what I'm doing and want to throw a buck or three at me to support me. That's how you can do it. So thank you so much for anybody who does that. Let me get back here. To repeat you all the questions. Number 1, who was the cover athlete for Madden 21? Remember, you're ranking these answers 10 to 1 based on the confidence you have in those answers. 10 being the most confident, 1 the least, each number only one time. Number 1, cover athlete for Madden 21. Number 2, according to the Bible, what was Paul's name before it was Paul? Number 3, what musician said, love the life you live the life you love? Number 4, Lechuguilla Cave, the deepest cave in the continental U.S., is in what state? Number 5, in swimming, what is the first of the 4 strokes done in the individual medley? It's the first of the 4 strokes done in the individual medley. Number 6, in what decade was Tupperware introduced into the market? Number 7, what famous brand of whiskey is made in Lynchburg, Tennessee? Number 8, what architect designed the Guggenheim Museum of Modern Art, the one in New York? That's the one we're talking there. Number 9, what late 90s, early 2000s TV show's main character worked at Cage, Fish, and Associates? And number 10, what is the capital of the state of Kansas? All right, remember you're ranking those answers 10 to 1, 10 the most confident, 1 the least confident, using each number only one time. Give you a minute or 2 or 3 here to work on those rankings, and then we'll go over the answers. Last time I will plug it tonight, but remember that online Christmas trivia party tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, right here, wherever you're watching this. Free to play, tons of prizes, raffling off a whole bunch of prizes. We're going to have some fun with it. Christmas questions, Christmas songs, Christmas movies, Christmas TV, Christmas traditions, all sorts of Christmas stuff. Got to come to play to find out the exact topics, though. I'm not going to post them ahead of time. Just got to come to play and find out what they are as we play through the night. Christmas, but it's all Christmas themed stuff. That's enough of a hint, I think, for everybody. All right. Give you another minute or 2 here to work on those rankings. Remember, you're ranking those 10 to 1, 10 the most confident, 1 the least confident, each number just one time. course, if you need any of those repeated, I don't think I said that. Let me know. I can repeat those too. I didn't say that. Sorry, guys. But let me know if you do need repeats. I can certainly do that. All right, we'll pull down the overt advertisement and make the not so overt one right here. All right, let me know in the comments if you're still working on your rankings. If nobody is, we'll go ahead and get those answers rolling. Remember, at the end of this round now, after you get all of your scores, so on this one, you're going to want to mark your confidence points. That's how you're going to want to add up your score for this round so that you get, forget that whole 1 point, 2 point thing we've been doing for 4 rounds. This round, it's just your confidence points you're adding up for the ones you get right. You're going to add that score to your scores for the first 4 rounds and send me that number in a Facebook message, either to me personally, if we're friends on Facebook, or you can send it to the Ask a Nebraskan Trivia page through Messenger. Please don't post it on the page. Facebook doesn't always show me those, but messages get through. So we just got to play the Facebook game sometimes. All right. Not seeing anybody saying that you need more time. Brett says he thinks their team did well, so that's good. Good to hear, Brett. Well, let's find out. Nobody else saying they need more time. So let me pull that screen on back up here, and we'll go over these answers and find out how you did. Remember, you won't be typing your score in the comments either. You're going to send it to me in a Facebook message. I'm looking for the top 3 scores to put on that wheel that will then spin right here on the screen. You'll be able to see it and find out who's winning that Christmas necklace here at the end of the night. Number 1 for the confidence round. Who is the cover athlete for Madden 21? Lamar Jackson. He will not be the cover athlete for Madden 22, nor should he be the cover athlete for my fantasy football team where I drafted him high and did not make the playoffs because of that. Bitter party of one. Question number 2, according to the Bible, what was Paul's name before it was Paul? Saul. Saul was his name. Number 3, what musician said, love the life you live the life you love? Bob Marley. Bob Marley. That sounds like a Marley kind of thing to say, doesn't it? Number 4, Lechuguilla Cave, the deepest cave in the continental U.S., is in what state? It is in New Mexico. New Mexico. Number 5, in swimming, what's the first of the 4 strokes done in the individual medley? That is the butterfly in the individual medley, the butterfly. Number 6, in what decade was Tupperware introduced into the market? The 1940s. The 1940s. Number 7, what famous brand of whiskey is made in Lynchburg, Tennessee? That is Jack Daniels, of course. Jack Daniels. Number 8, what architect designed the Guggenheim Museum of Modern Art in New York? Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright. Number 9, what late 90s, early 2000s TV show's main character worked at Cage, Fish, and Associates? Ally McBeal. Ally McBeal. And number 10, the capital of the state of Kansas is Topeka. Topeka, Kansas. All right. So you're going to add up your confidence points for this round and your scores for the first 4 rounds. And you can send me a picture if you want with your final score, or you can just send me a message with your, if you want a team name, you can put a team name. Otherwise, I'll just use the name of whoever sends me the score. You're going to put your name and your total score for the night, adding all of them together. Give me your score for the night, either in a Facebook message to me personally or to the Ask a Nebraskan Trivia, and through Facebook Messenger again. And I will be looking for the top 3 scores. We'll be putting them on a wheel. We'll spin the wheel, and we'll find out who's winning what here in just a couple of minutes. Takes me a minute or 3 here to get everybody's score as people start sending them in. And the first score we got is a real good one. So we'll see how things go here tonight. All right. So we're starting to float in. Keep sending me all those scores. And as soon as I have the top 3, I will let y'all know who they are, and we'll put them on the wheel. We'll spin the wheel, and we'll see who wins that necklace. Hey, what? We've got some pretty darn good scores tonight. So congrats to those teams who scored very well. All right, looking for those scores. For those of you who didn't score as well, don't feel bad. Especially with the first couple of topics tonight, I would have been right there with you. So don't feel bad at all. All right. Jess wants to know if they can get extra credit if they can list all the strokes in order for the individual medley. No, I can't give you that. Sorry. I bet there's some other teams that could do that too, though. Thank you for the tips rolling in on Venmo and PayPal. Taylor says that confidence round never gives me confidence. All right. I think I have our top 3 teams, unless I messed anything up. Last call, just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right. All right, looks like I've got it here. So get these on the wheel. And we'll bring the wheel up over here. The top 3 teams tonight are with 82 points. Whoop, there it is. 86, the Crazy Nurses, and 91, Smarty Pants. Holy smokes. All right, we'll bring the wheel up on the screen. We'll give her a spin. And let me shuffle those around for a little bit. Again, this wheel tomorrow night, we'll have this wheel for top 3 teams. And then we'll also have a wheel for every dollar that anybody sends in a donation for those raffle prizes. And we'll be spinning it a whole bunch of times tomorrow night. Let us see who is winning this tonight. Smarty Pants, Shannon, you're winning a Christmas necklace. There it is. Smarty Pants is the winner tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow night with Christmas trivia. Did I mention that at any point tonight? Christmas trivia tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, right back here on Facebook. And I'll be back next Thursday with our regularly scheduled trivia night on Facebook and on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching wherever you watch from tonight. I hope you had a blast. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Thank you to everybody who sent in a tip. Oops, they're over there. To Venmo and PayPal. You guys are awesome. And everybody who played tonight, thank you for being here. You guys are the best. I have a blast doing this. Hope you have fun playing. We'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye.